Hello everyone and welcome to something we haven't done in a long time. Oh yes, it's a video and it's back into Farming Simulator. First of all, if you're Italian, know that the rest of us are thinking of you right now because Jesus Christ, what a fucking situation everything is in right now. Hopefully you're all well, you're good, you're safe, you're doing your part. And staying indoors as much as possible and avoiding other people, because that's really all we can do. We need to, as the Danish government has so wonderfully put it, stand together in keeping our distance. That is the level we are operating at over here. Oh, hello, I'm seeing some things I don't want to be seeing. Yes, it's been a while, so forgive me if some of this is a bit... Oh, hello, come on, yeah, can you please gather up with us here? You, and then... No, need to probably go back into this vehicle and then you please just just try and get as close as possible to me. Thank you. Let's just do this here. See, we're doing this. We have just as a bit of a basic setup here. We have got animals. It's like some... Oh dear, we need to just shift over this line. There we go. See, this is going a lot better now that we've got everything set up and that good old AI. Dude, looks like a dude, is actually doing his driving. Let's just go out here and see. Jesus. All the way out, please. Thank you. Here we go. Set up for the current save file. We're playing on Gemeinderade, I believe it's called, in Schleswig-Holstein, which is northern Germany. So... sort of a bit close to Denmark, which is why I'm playing on it, because yes, we've got a farm, we've got a fair few animals, holy crap, we just keep having lots of pigs, loads of pigs. I bought about 100, now they're 400, Jesus Christ, we have 100 cows, first season, so everything is getting set up here. Once we get down here, we just need to go stop. And now you rear end me. Dude, you're not really doing much good work here, so please let me have control. We'll just set you all up again in a moment. Just reverse you out of the way. Out here and bring it over. So yes, situation. Oh dear, we're all full up here in this trailer. Yes, situation for me is as following. I'm home for the foreseeable future. There's been some sort of thing done by the government, and good thing is I'm getting full pay for at least now 3 months, so that's all nice. Well, technically 2.5 months, so I'm basically home. Gonna be playing video games all day for like probably 2.5 months. Downside is I don't know what job I have to go back to doing, but I know that at least until the 9th of June, I think it is, I will be receiving full pay, and after that there's a standard resignation period if they do let me go. So it's not all a disaster, but we will see. The situation is, as we all know, very fluid right now. There's a lot of developments and stuff going on, lots of horrible time, isn't it? See, we all thought 2019, oh, that was a pretty terrible year. It can't get any worse than that, but technically we've thought about that every year for like the past 5 years or so. We've thought, oh, last year was awful, it can't get any worse than that. Then like fate is like, hold my beer everybody. We're gonna have a shit fucking time right now, let me tell you. So, yeah. It's a very much an interesting time to be alive, isn't it? Hope again you're all well. If you're particularly at risk in all of this, I hope that you have somebody looking after you. Because, yeah, I'm of good health, so I have very little to be concerned about in all of this that's going on. But there are people out there, old, young. You know, it's not a nice time really, is it? Just seemingly keeps getting worse and worse, and yeah, I don't know. Let's just try and get ourselves a bit distracted here. This is what Farming Simulator is very good at. Just sit back, relax, maybe put on a podcast or listen to some music, chat to somebody on Skype, not somebody next to you. That's not a good idea right now, so Try and focus on all of that. Get nice and distanced, get relaxed, and also get distracted, because paying attention to the news these days aren't really that much fun. Let's all be completely honest here. It could be a lot better. Like, there's death and everything else. I mean, for me personally, so far, the worst thing for me was, like, the other day when I went shopping, they were all out of McVite's digestive. I had to buy an off-brand kind. Which I know everybody now is going, oh Jesus Christ, well frankly those Russian medics that has been sent down to Italy to help out, they surely need to be diverted over to the factory at McVite, wherever it is, and make sure that we get more production going of that instead. And you would be right in saying so, because, yeah, I mean, let's not make too much light of this situation, because people are dying literally in the hundreds each day. I mean, technically in thousands, because, like, just in Italy alone, we're having like 700 something dying each day. And if we scale that one up to include the rest of the world, then yeah, we're fucked, mate. So just relax, stay at home, don't do anything. Make sure you've got enough supplies. Just don't go out and panic buy everything, because, frankly, that doesn't solve anything in life these days. We need to, as they say, the government stand together in keeping our distance. And if you can work, you should work if it's safe for you to do so. Certainly, we are learning to appreciate the likes of the lorry driver. Aren't we? Hey, could you not ram my arse, please? Because you're really riding my bumper here, in the most literal sense of that phrase. I just need you out here to pull up to the side, easily. Come on, bring it up, thank you. Here we go. Is it Mr. Dude again? It is, but I think he's just run off for a quick change of shirt, which is awfully nice of him to do so. Yes, this is the Claas, and there is a punny title to be had here about being Platinum Class and all of that. But, yes. We shall be focusing out here. If we just bring you all down, we'll do another road so we have a bit of headland to get working on. So here, bring you up and around. There's the very nice, high quality models, lovely stuff out here. We even got some fairly decently detailed screens down here, everything. If you're interested in this and haven't heard, then you mustn't have been paying attention in the recent months, as there will not be any new farming simulator this coming year. Usually that would be the case. This year we will get a new farming simulator, but no, that is not due to happen this year. Which is nice, because it means we get far more mods for this, and it gets to develop a bit, and hopefully they're going to actually sort itself out with everything up here. Could you please just close up? Jesus Christ, you absolute tit fucking wanker. Come on, you. You need to offset yourself 5 meters and push up to about 20. That seems to be... Well, let's try that for starters, then we will get working and seeing how that turns out in the end. Go, go, go. I mean, we are waiting for you here. Like, we need you up to be by our side. So if you could awfully mind doing that for me, thank you very much. Bit further, bit further, bit further, bit over, bit over. Let's see here, bit over. Could you please move? No, that's not what we're trying to do here. Yeah, here we go. This is the stuff. Oh, are you now going to fly off? Yeah, you're going to fly off. Stop. Pump your brakes, kid. You're flying off into the distance, and that's no bueno for the farming community. Guy, hey, could you... Now you're cutting in front of me here. This isn't really brilliant, mate. This isn't actually quite brilliant. Let's just slip you around here, and now we can go back on using GPS. Oh my word, what are you doing? You dumb bastard. Come on, bring it in, bring it in. Bring it in, keep bringing it in. There we go. Now, see, now you've gone in too close. Please stay on with you, and then please, for the love of the maker. Yep, this is good. Can you just stop here. Yep. Stop that. Just keep that distance. That is absolutely brilliant. And just keep it going at that speed. We can now go in here and we can enjoy this. It's evening, late summer, 29 degrees. Yeah, that I do worry that's what's going to be the summer this year. It could potentially be quite horrific again. We had a decent summer last year, then we had an absolute swelter 2 years ago. I'm pretty much expecting that to be the case this year. So we shall wait and see what happens if we all end up dying of heat stroke again. I mean, if we haven't died of bloody virus, we might end up with that. So yeah. What are you doing in terms of being full? Let's just stop here and check. Yeah, you are absolutely jam-packed full. So can we do that and then... No, we can't. So can we do... Right, off we go then. We will have to empty this trailer. We might want to just lease a much bigger trailer than this because quite frankly we're not getting that much done, but it's only for this field really, so I suppose we will tough it out. Though what are our options in terms of trailers? Let's just go down here and see if there's any decent mod. Well, hang on, we're going... Yep, see, I thought I saw that out of the corner of me eye, and by out of the corner of my eye I mean through the fuzzy background that we had open here. Yes, so cows, we have 100 exactly. They haven't started producing milk yet through how seasons work. It's very nice. I very much like it, and really frankly I say it every time I play this, it should be in the game as just how it is. It's a bloody simulator. But we will try now and get this reversed in. Down we go. And I will say, it is actually, all things considered, quite nice being at home rather than going to work. Because, yeah, you do have a bit of a worry when you go to work these days, don't you? I mean, granted, the only reason why I suppose I've been allowed to go into work for as long as I have is I don't really work in a what shall we say, customer facing role, or you know, general public facing role, so I pretty much just work by myself. So in that respect I'm not really fully at risk, but still, like, being around other people isn't particularly nice. Certainly in this past week and a half almost I've been just completely by myself for 95% of the time. Haven't even gone into the break room or anything like that, just had my lunch at my work area because I felt that was the safest thing to do. Because I quite frankly, up to a point, wasn't sure how seriously it was being taken by my fellow cohorts at my place of employment. But it seems that the penny did indeed drop, so that's good. It is indeed something where we all have to look after each other, isn't it? We have to keep each other safe in this difficult time, and that's very important. And there are some people, such as farmers, and certainly we learn to appreciate the lorry driver, and medical workers, and supermarket staff, in ways that we haven't done before. Because the working hour regulations for lorry drivers here certainly has been changed. They're no longer required to take, I believe it's a 36-hour rest period outside of the cab. They can now work every day, all day. Well, not all day, but they can work their hours certainly, providing they're not breaking the law. Well, technically that's the whole point, mate. Come on. So, I haven't really... Oh, it's right shift. See, I'm using right control. That's slightly problematic, isn't it? There we go. Now we need to have it set to right offset of about 4 meters, because what we're running with is a 8.5 meter header. No, a 7.5 meter header, so 4 would probably put it alright. Let's just see out here, have it. He doesn't know what he's doing. Come on. Get in line. and just sorts itself out here. See, now we're not even mowing any of it. And oh, because I've got GPS enabled. Come on. Here we go, and then we just enable, and then we go. We lower header, that helps. Lowering headers does indeed help, yes. And let's just put you out a bit more, maybe out like... Yeah, that's a much better distance here. Look at that. Right up next to the header, maybe just a bit more so we have a bit of wiggle room. And indeed, here we go, just ahead. Let's see here. No, I preferred it 10. Yes, this is working well. We are... Where? There we go. Oh, it's just right in that blind spot. Bloody hell. That's quite annoying, but we will make it work. So we will see what kind of videos that will be coming here in the future coming months and weeks, because frankly I'm going to be at home for most of the time. I am planning on, for reasons I don't quite understand myself, but I want to learn Russian, and there's like an app where you can learn languages, so why not use my time on something as stupid as that? Because quite frankly, yes, we have to do something with our time. Stop. I think we're full. Are we full? Yes, we are. So, just dismiss that worker. I will take control. Oh, let's not clip. There we go. Oh, it's got steerable rear axles. Look at that. He says as it's unable to be seen. But yeah, this is nice. First time around I really sort of probably dived into having animals, and yeah, 423 little piggies, because who doesn't like bacon? Bacon's delish. Although in these times just be careful about eating too much of that, because it is quite unhealthy. Yeah, it's an interesting time. Certainly there might be, you know, financial uncertainty for a lot of people, including myself, so try and not be stupid with your money. I know I am. I'm trying very much to buy the things that I need, not things that I want, because those are two separate things that we all must remember to think of so. Because if you only buy the things you want, you can get fucked, really. So it's a time of financial and social prudence, and that's okay too. We are, as a society, going to come out the other side. It will teach us things about ourselves, because things most certainly will be different. Certainly if you live in the UK or the US, you may want to find out what government you can actually listen to, because it sounds like they don't really have a fucking clue. From what I'm hearing, my sources in both places tell me that they're fucked. So that's nice. We shall crack on here regardless, because cows, they don't really care about that kind of stuff. All they care about is going moo and having food. So we should make sure they have food. Also, slightly interesting note that I discovered by using Google, that we have a slight problem in terms of how you get slurry, because you basically have to not provide straw. If you provide straw, they produce manure, and if you don't, they produce slurry. So you want to keep like a good mixture of both going. Also, I've got that horn. Have you seen the horn? I can't use my mouth to point, but there was a horn. Okay, let's just pause right there for me for a moment. Thank you very much. Off we go. Turn this around. The Jaguar. Because who doesn't want to be driving a Jaguar on a field with a massive fuck-off chopper on the front? Because I'm a man, and this is what men do. We just need to change the offset to be left-hand side. 5.5 meters. Stop! What am I doing? I'm wasting precious maize. Come on, bring it up. Bring it up. Bring it up. Bring it up. Here we go. Oh yeah, we're emptying out. We had a lot stored up in that pipe. There does seem to be a slight buffer because these things obviously don't have a grain hopper as you see in a normal combine harvester. On account of it not being a combine harvester, of course. So cracking on here. Do any of these actually have like ammo right apps down there? No, it doesn't appear to have any kind of stuff, but it does tell me that we are field farting right now, which is good. I'm very happy when I'm farting in fields. It's my favourite place of farting, actually. Just above an elevator where I don't know who's in it. That's number 2, but number 1, fields. Yes, it is. And we've got horns, we've got everything. We've got a non-working rear camera, or technically not rear camera, but pipe cam. Which, if you're from Holland, is very different, let me tell you. Whoa. And yeah, they have, as usual, not really done as much of work on top, because, well, you're less likely to be looking there anyway. Because this is certainly a Claas heavy setup I'm running here today, because I've got the platinum extension, although I am tempted to swap out the tractors with a good old John Deere, because who doesn't like John Deere? They're big, they're green, and yes, although there's a farmer's merchant near me, I walk past it every day, well, I walked past it every day, who has a black Massey Ferguson sitting outside it. Oh yes. That looks interesting. I saw it one morning walking to work and I thought, ooh, that's a black Massey Ferguson. That must be limited edition. They also have, I think they've already sold it, but they took delivery. Technically, I think they sold it, that's why they would have it. One of those big ideal harvesters. I think it's in the game actually, because I read about it. Yeah, that thing, that's the one they have. I think it's this one, yeah. Big motherfucker. Ooh. What's the point in that? That's just so we can stroke each other's penises, isn't it? Yes. Yes, it is. So we can now reverse in. By the way, don't stroke another person's penis during this old thing. That's not really social isolation. You can't do that more than a meter away. Although, I went shopping yesterday and I saw quite an interesting sight. I saw, first of all, a man who just wiped his nose using his hand, which was great. That filled me with confidence. Then I saw a woman, an older woman, who was wearing gloves, who, in among shopping, just also wiped her face and her nose with a glove because, yes, I feel like these people aren't quite understanding the situation. Like, just wearing a glove doesn't mean bacteria doesn't stick to it, or not technically bacteria, but oh yes, oh, we need a nap. It's just after midday for me. I think we need a bit of a nap. But we are playing Farming Simulator. We have cows. Cows need food. Because cows give milk, and we need milk to survive in the world of today and tomorrow and the days after. So let's make sure the cows will be giving us all milk, because we want milk. That is the thing that we want. We want milk. When do we want it? When we're having cereal in the morning or cooking dinner, that's when we want milk. I'm not much of a milk drinker myself, but you kind of do need it for your breakfast cereals, don't you? Yes, you do. Just shift it over. See, it's more fun to drive the big thing, because I'm a man and I feel empowered when I drive big things. That's certainly true. We just empty in here and just wait for this. Are you going to take out... No, you're not going to take out that sign, but you're going to drive through a bush. Here. Come on. Sort yourself out, chappie. Is it a chappie or a chapat? I think it's a chap. It is a chap. Come on then. Go on. Bring it in. Good lad. Off we go. Doing another row of several rows of maize in the evening. Do we currently looking at it? Well, we've got TMRs a bit low. But Jesus, we're producing a lot of slurry. Christ. Yeah, and you are looking all right indeed. You are producing lots of babies, but we don't drink we don't drink pig milk. We do drink cow milk. Again, no production out here, but let's just go down and see. Yeah. So they're pregnant, some of them, but they're going to give birth. I did read it would take about a year before you'd start to see milk. So for the first year, you're basically just having expenditure without having any income off of it. But then it should start, you know, making profit. Which certainly is valid. Hang on, do we have any male cows? Because all cows in this are artificially inseminated. No, they haven't given birth yet. Jesus Christ. Yeah, if you do find any male animals, do sell them when they become financially solvent. No, solvent, that's not the right word, because the animals can't technically make their own money. They don't have solvency. That's the word. That's the word to use? No, that's the wrong word to use, brain. Stop you. Start moving you over and lift and turn. I think we're going to put on our lights, because who doesn't like a big old light show? Let's just get you rolling in as we get set up here. There we go, we can just about reach it. We've got a telescopic pipe going on this bad boy. Bring it round, come on. Now we stop and we wait. I mean, you're doing a decent job here. Come on, carry on. There's also a slurry mod which I have installed, but on the logical grounds of not really having had that much slurry and running seasons, I haven't really had a chance to experiment with it. You are gaining on us now, so I think you're about... Oh no, you've got a fair bit of room in there. But once you are full, certainly. I mean, we could technically, if we wanted to, lease one of these Claas Cagos, but no, let's not. Stop, you're full. In we go. Could we dismiss that worker, please? Am I in control? I am in control. Oh yeah, boy. Off we go. In the Claas. Aren't these technically Renaults? I think they're Renaults, because I think Claas brought Renault. Anyway, we shall crack on. Drop off our shaft, which is very much unlike the ones you would find on military aircraft that they use to distract any incoming. Would that be heat seeking? Or would that be the flares? Or would it be both? Is that like for like target locking? Like, does that work in that way? Anyway, I don't know. I don't know anything. I'm an idiot. So we'll slow you down, reverse in, drop off all of this good stuff. Which is going well. Everything is going well. Everything is fun. This is like really slow and uninteresting for most people. But I'm sure I will find something that will also entertain them in the near future. We'll just go in here. Since the last videos, I've upgraded to Windows 10. I haven't even covered that yet. Did that in January because they decided to stop supporting Windows 7. The bastards. So I've been running Windows 10 ever since. It has been made significantly easier by an add-on that I found that replaces the shitty new start menu. Yes, here we go with a traditional start menu. Because it doesn't need changing. Don't change things for the sake of changing them. Change it for a valid reason. Jesus last, as the Spanish would say. Yeah, we are making inroads on this good old field number 1. And then come the following days, because I believe we're due some... Oh no, that's the right button. I just need to get into this and drive off in it. Yeah, I believe we do some rain no, Wednesday should be good. Also Thursday, but come the weekend it should be raining. Lovely stuff. So we'll just carry on here as much as we possibly can and see what we can do. Here we have, I believe, also set up crop rotation, which is on this one. Then it will be canola on this field. I even got a little label over here. I don't know if you can hear me hit it, but there's a little piece of note paper that I've written down my fields under the crop rotation number, so I actually know which fields go into what. Because this menu is kind of useless because you don't know which field is on what, and my brain don't really work in that way that remembers those things, so I use paper. How are you doing in terms of being full? Whoop, okay. Can you please do me a favour? Chill for a moment whilst I repause. And we just nip around. I don't really need to go out. I am trying to get off that habit of using external view. Just get you shifted back over onto the right. You may please resume what you were doing. You're going to be bringing it in a bit here, so okay, let's just wait. You can just about do this. You got it, boy, you got it. Bring it up, bring it up, bring it up. Is it a... No, I think we got a dudette right now. Yay for that. Yeah. Yeah. We are both women. Look at this. Both of us are women now. See, she's woman. I mean, we're pretty much identical. That's frightening. Maybe I've got a long-lost twin sister in farming. Who knows? Who knows? That could be the truth. That could very much be the truth. Oh, so this is the one which has like the rotating windscreen wiper. I mean, they're all rotating, but this one just goes in circles. Which is slightly confusing, but hey-ho. Or does it go in circles, or does it just go all the way around and then come to a rest at the pole? Stop. We are now wasting chaff again. We can't be wasting chaff. Chaff doesn't want to be wasted. Anyway, we'll just head off here. Drop this off. And then we're going to have a party all by ourselves, which is okay. Just don't invite anyone. This is the thing that like gamers have been doing for years. This is what we were born to do. You know, there were those people in like the Second World War who were like, I was born for this shit. Well, we were born for this shit. This is the kind of vital contribution to society that we can do. Stay at home, play video games all day for Queen and country. That is what we do. That is what we were born to do. This is our destiny. So let's all rise up. Or rather, rise to the challenge. Let's not rise up. That's the wrong thing to do. We need unity in not being near each other, which is a weird way of having unity, but it works. Trust me. It does work. Let's just get it. Yeah, good thing there's no damage on this, because I would have terribly banged you up right about now. That's what she said. Oi, 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 oi. Anyway, we will nip in here, drop you off, and then drive off slowly. Yes, I mean, we're barely going to be filling one. I'm starting to wonder if I should have used like a smaller venue for that. But oh well, we will use the smallest or the largest one for the smallest amount. I don't know how much I will be needing anyway. So we will see what it all develops into. But I have been going for 35 minutes. I think we'll leave it off here for now. Hopefully you've enjoyed this. Hopefully you've been at least slightly distracted from everything in the world right now. So please do be safe, look after your loved ones, and come out on this on the other side as good as you can. I will be back at some point in the near future with something else. Thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.